Hey everybody, it's the Wyco Nomad with Wyco Resiliency with yet another video coming to you this week. And we are filming this on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night. It is the 29th of October. Drinking iced tea tonight. As always. So, God, we've been talking about ham frequencies, prepping, stop buying stupid shit. We talked about rifles. That one got a lot of views. Don't buy stupid shit also got a lot of views. I'm just, wow, I was actually surprised. Ham frequencies, not so much. So that's cool. You are an interesting audience, and I love that about you. And those of you, your new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Hopefully you are finding interesting tidbits and information that you can use. And I do, and thank you. Thank you so much. We'll get the silly stuff out of the way. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment. Yeah, I think that's the YouTube stuff. It's all good. Also, in the About Us section, affiliates are there. Hey, if you want to help, buy stuff if you want. Okay, it's all good. Coffee's always a damn good choice. I mean, it's coffee. The other one that's a really good choice is first aid kits, but that's just me. So, a couple months ago, I did a video on what I'm reading. What books do I read daily? Currently, I am reading 3 books. They are my daily reads, and I do have other books that I have read and that I go back to as reference books, and I thought I would share those with you. The books. These books are books that I feel that can enrich your life, make you a better person, make you a better leader, make you a better tribesman, mag member, make you more versatile, make you an asset, not a liability. So, the big question is, whose car alarm is going off? So, hopefully it's not mine. I gotta check that. Had to check that. We live in different times. So, what are my 3 daily books that I find to be enriching in life? And I read these every day. And I want to make sure I have the third. Yep, the third one is ready. So, now, my wife pointed out, you're reading 4 books, not 3. So, I am reading 4 books. So, the number 1 book that I always read, right there, the Scriptures. From the Institute for Scriptural Research. This is my Bible. This is my everyday Bible. I read this every day. I read a part of the Old Testament. I am actually done with the Tanakh, the Torah portions. I am in the prophets. So, and I am one of those people, I make a lot of notes. I highlight, make notes, important things that I feel that I need to jump to. I also read the proverb of the day, such as today is the 29th. So, 29th, I've read this today, and tomorrow I will be reading the Proverb 30. There are 31 proverbs. Most months have 31 days. Hey, how about that? So you can read a proverb a day. And then I also read a chapter out of the New Testament. And as you can see, we are nearing the end of this tale. So I am in Revelations. So currently there, and I do have a lot of notes in how Revelations actually goes back to the front of the book. So that's my scriptures. I read those daily. The other book I read daily, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. Oh, look at the camera lens. Extreme ownership. It's all your fault. No. So I do read this book, and I do also, this is another one. As you can see, I'm gonna just do that. I highlight my books, I put the cover on it because I was gonna show you, but normally I take my jacket covers off when I read it, and I store them in a safe place so it keeps them in a fairly decent condition. So I'm currently reading this one right now. We all can be better leaders. We all can we can always function better in society. I do plan on probably getting his other books, The Dichotomy of Leadership. Now, I know that some people is like, yeah, if you listen to Jocko Willink, you play the Jocko Willink game. Every time he says jujitsu or dichotomy, you take a shot. I think you'll end up in the hospital with alcohol poisoning, just possibly. So, Extreme Ownership. Those two are my daily reads. If I can't get to my third or fourth book, I always read those. Usually the proverb of the day before I go to work, and then when I get home after work, I finish reading my others. Also, I take time to do my Bible studies, where I'm going back and forth with the different Bibles, like using the King Jimmy or the ESV, and just comparing and contrast. Also touching upon like the Apocrypha, the non-canonical books, Jasher, Jubilees, stuff like that. But the current one I'm reading right now is Delta Force. This is a memoir by the founder of CAG. We don't even call them Delta Force anymore, they're CAG. So currently reading that military history. This is a form of military history, I feel. So reading this one, and this is a definitive insider's account of the U.S. Army's most elite and secretive special ops unit, written by the legendary founder and first commanding officer of Delta Force. Good book. So reading that. My fourth book that I'm reading. Some of you know a little bit about my history. There's a few of you out there. I used to be a college instructor. Wow. Yeah. Used to teach college. Taught college for about 7 years. It was one of the greatest jobs I ever had. I love teaching. I really do. I taught computers. Video production, flash animation, 3D animation, HTML, web design. Yeah. I've been away from it for a while. And I've been trying to get out of my current position where I'm at right now. It's not a job where I feel my talents are put to use. So talking to some good brothers and stuff like that, they're like, didn't you used to do computer stuff? I'm like, yep, did it. Still do, kind of at home. I built my own computers. I built computers, built networks and stuff like that. And they're kind of like, So, whoops, something fell. Oh, that other book fell. That's what fell. Shame. I'm like, sun fell. More noises. That's not good. Page get rid. So I am. Yep, CompTIA A+ certification. So I'll be done with this in about 4 months. Then I will test, because most likely, not most likely, actually, I'm getting into cybersecurity. So I think I can do a lot of good from cybersecurity, especially on a anti-human trafficking side. So they're like, not everybody needs to be a door kicker, and that's not as sexy as, well, yeah, that's the sexy part, everyone, oh yeah, everyone wants to play CQB, that much. that much part of the anti-human trafficking, and talking to some good brothers, they're like, you could do a lot more in this realm, working cybersecurity and with your emergency management. It's a secondary. So the fourth book I'm reading, and this is about 6 hours. I spend about 6 hours a week on this. I work 10-hour shifts, so 6 hours a week on this. That's my latest read. So that's for me. What are you reading? What books, though, have I read that helps me be a better self-reliant person, a better mag leader, and stuff like that? Well, by Pastor Joe Fox. By Joe Fox. PJ. The Survivalist Family. You can get this through Amazon. This is a good little overview, great starter book right there. Charlie Hogwood, The Survival Group Handbook. How to plan, organize, and lead people for short-term or long-term survival. Whoops. Oh no, that was a bookmark that fell out. So, I've actually used this for topics. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about completing a hazard analysis. Right there. Great book. Helps you get things organized. Now, also, many of you know that I am huge on medical. I was in medical for a while. Oh my God, you've done so much. Yeah, in 4 decades. I've done a lot. Oh, you're really in your 40s? Wasn't working when I was 10 and under. The gray should tell you something. As my daughter calls me, the old man. So, let's go with the first one that I like. This is 2nd edition. I believe there's a 3rd edition out. The Survival Medicine Handbook. This book is incredible. So if you're a medic, or you're the guy, guy or gal that's going to be the medical person in shift, or you just want to have a key understanding. When they get cholera, diarrhea disease, and dehydration, kind of some important things right there, because that shit right there will kill you quicker than nothing. Oral rehydration salts. Do you have them in your kits? You should. So, Survival Medicine Handbook by Joseph Alton, Dr. Joseph Alton, and Nurse Amy. Hands down. Good book. Understanding Alton's antibiotics. This is knowing how to use and how to understand your antibiotic use. Very important, especially if you are going to the About section and selecting the Jase case link, where you can get $10 off a Jase case if you order. Guess what? That's actual antibiotics. You talk to a real doctor. Shameless plug. But these 2 books, these are the cornerstone of my medical library. They really are. And then the really big one, Special Operations Medical Handbook. You need to do surgery. This one, you need to have some basic medical knowledge. Not even basic medical knowledge. You need to have some medical knowledge. Have an understanding of anatomy and physiology, stuff like that. Know how things work, because do no harm. But this book, this is another cornerstone. The 3 cornerstones. Those 3 books, the foundation of my medical stuff, right there. Those 3 should be in your prepper library. Do not get Kindle versions. If there's an EMP, how are you going to read them? Have paper, okay? Be sure, make notes, highlight stuff. And then the other one that's a really good one, that's just an overview, is the TCCC. Oh wait, that's TECC, Tactical Emergency. It is tactical. Tactical Emergency Casualty Care. This is the civilian version of the the TCCC, which is tactical combat casualty care. It's now emergency because it's not combat that most people are in. It's car accidents, and unfortunately, we do have mass shootings. This is a course manual. This is set up as a continuing education for the NAEMT program, but you can, if you read this book and you know this book and understand this, you can essentially do a stop the bleed class. It's questionable. If you understand this book through and through, you can easily teach everyone in your group, the TECC. I know it as TCCC. With that, though, I do recommend actually taking an actual class, and guess what? Shameless plug, Refuge Medical Training. Click on the link. You can get medical training. Emergency Responder 1, 2, and 3. I would recommend taking all 3. Incredible training. My God, just they have SWAT guys going, this is the best course they ever take. With EMTs going, oh my, this is hands down good stuff. So, a couple shameless little plugs there. But with that, that's the current books I'm reading, and also books that are in my library that just helps me be more of a value to my mag. We have to get information and knowledge from somewhere, and definitely not going to get it from CP. There's a lot of information, and there's a lot of good people on the internet that you can really learn a lot from. Hopefully you'll start to look at me as one of those, but I refer to books. That's how I learn stuff, and I go through training events and stuff like that where I actually do hands-on, and I recommend that you guys do that too. But with that, I'm the White Coat Nomad. As always, watch your 6. Peace and love. And y'all take it easy, okay, everyone? Shalom.